Nice.
It's the WAN show!
Hooray!
Oh, man. So everyone who's playing
We
WAN
made it.
show bingo out there, you're
got
welcome.
that free space.
You're welcome.
We didn't give it
Yeah.
to him last week.
Yeah, I know. We were on time last week.
I got the least amount of like success screenshots sent to my Twitter last week out of any other week because I think people are used to getting that free spot.
Oh, terrible.
Oh.
So yeah, we've had a really interesting week. Can we do Floatplane news? Can we tell people what's going to happen next week?
I want it to just
Come
happen.
on.
It's actually, I forgot to ask you in our little meeting. I wanted to ask you how we were going to deal with it in terms of communication. So is this how you want to?
I want people to know.
You want to pre-announce?
I want to tell the people. Tell the people.
But what if it doesn't work?
Then they're going to know that we told them what our plan was and that our plan ultimately fell through, which will be a huge surprise to only a very small percentage of them.
Okay, that's fair. Well, we plan on launching the... What is going on here?
I don't know. I just don't even, like...
What
No
is-
one's supposed to touch this set between Fridays.
You did!
I didn't
You
move
replaced
that.
the monitor.
I,
I spent a while being
Okay.
like, what is wrong with the saturation?
now, I didn't replace the monitor.
Okay.
I just took the monitor.
Okay.
I did not actually put a new one there.
Literally not
So
better.
in my defense,
Actually
what you just
worse.
said was actually not true.
Right, but what you corrected me with was worse. Anyways, next week, sometime on Wednesday, let's say definitely by Thursday, although time zones, so who knows. But sometime on Wednesday for sure. So if you check too early, it might not be there, but whatever. Sometime on
Get
Wednesday.
to it!
I just liked watching you freak out. We're launching the alpha of the Floatplane website, meaning you'll be able to sign up for an account directly through that website. You'll be able to pay for it with credit card. That's new. You won't be able to pay for it with PayPal, which is hilarious. If you want to use PayPal, you have to go back to the forum.
We're going to fix that.
That will be fixed. Braintree's being...
Really good people, in case anyone from Braintree is watching, we need to stay on their good side.
Yeah. So right now, just credit card. And you'll be able to watch videos there. You'll be able to comment. Won't be able to reply to people. LOL, get wrecked.
Yeah, that'll come. That'll
But
come.
yeah, this will be the first time that you'll be able to do everything on the new website. You won't need forum integration. You can just go there, pay for a subscription, watch there, all that kind of stuff.
So to everyone out there who said that Floatplane was never going to launch because Luke's an idea man, and also it's a bad idea, so that, you know, compounded the issue in their minds.
Yeah.
And also that the way that we recruited developers was really dumb, making a video and then publishing it on a tech channel, super dumb. That was
Worked out-
dumb, by the way.
worked
No,
out
no,
great.
you were dumb.
It was awesome.
So in response to everyone who ever said anything about that, I got this for you, right there. Right there.
And demonetized!
And
It's gone!
demonetized!
This is why we're on Floatplane!
That's right. This is
Yes.
why we need Floatplane.
Yeah.
Let's roll the intro.
Yeah. We should replace my part. Instead of like clenching in the thing, that should be like flying. And then like something goes wrong, and then I'm able to land on the water because it's a floatplane.
Oh, yeah. No. You know, good thought, but no.
I'll stick to the tech idea.
Let's leave the design to the designers, you know? Yeah, Floatplane. The site where middle fingers are totally allowed.
Yeah, it's completely okay.
Because they're totally okay there.
Yep, nobody's gonna mind.
All right.
fine.
So what do we got? What do we got? What
We've
are we
got
talking
topics, technically.
About? Yeah, technically we got topics. Oh, okay. So this is interesting. Do we want to jump right into the Intel discrete GPU
We
prototype?
can, or considering we're talking about Floatplane right now, we can just talk about what's on Floatplane right now. It's up to you. Or we can do
Okay.
that later. Up to you.
Sorry, I wasn't listening because I was checking my notes. I have some notes from Dr. Cuttress, my favorite writer over at AnonTech,
Yeah,
about this topic. So I'm just going to jump into it. I didn't hear what you said, and I'm sorry.
it's cool. Go
This
for
was
it.
posted by Numlock21 on the forum.
Thanks, Numlock.
What are you going to do? Quit? So the original
Done.
The original article here is from Tech Power Up. Intel unveils discrete GPU prototype development.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that long ago that AMD made a high-profile hire. Raja Koduri, AMD's former head of Radeon Technologies Group. But clearly, so there's a bunch of stuff here. So there's like this. There's got like a block diagram, which is really interesting. There's what looks like sort of a mock-up of what a die shot might look like. Like there's a bunch of what looks like very internal information, and a lot of people are extrapolating a bunch of information about this supposed 14 nanometer dedicated GPU. And so Dr. Cuttress actually proactively, because Ian, do you really not, believe in our fact checking to the point where we would, dig through all these diagrams and figure out the misinterpretation that other sites, might have accidentally made here? Do you really not believe that we're capable of that?
I appreciate it.
Because, thank you for covering our butts, because we were not capable of that. Thank you, Dr. Cuttress. Yeah. So he proactively reached out because he was sure that we were going to talk about this. And I'm just going to read it. I'm just going to read it because he put it better than I could have. It's almost like he's a professional writer or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
It's weird. Just wanted to poke about the Intel discrete GPU hullabaloo that's been going around this week that might end up in WAN show. Everywhere is quoting it as a discrete GPU prototype, but that is because of a slight misreading of the Japanese article source.
Okay.
Leave it to Dr. Cuttress to pick out the slight misreading of the Japanese article. While it uses Intel graphics, the chip is actually a test design for a better dynamic voltage frequency system implementation applicable to a wide range of chips, CPU, GPU, and FPGA. It was done on a GPU core because it was an easy design on 14 nanometer to start with. The Japanese article from which the translation comes, when auto-translated, does state that it's a discrete GPU prototype, but the author, who's very, very well respected and knowledgeable, Goto-san, clarifies this point in the second paragraph by stating it was only a vehicle for what was actually being announced and tested, and the fact that it was built on a GPU was inconsequential.
Okay.
So basically, no, I don't know, has it been 2 months since Raja got hired at Intel? No, in the last however many weeks it's been, he has not built a GPU necessarily.
Yeah.
He might have, I don't know, he's kind of amazing, but he has not. And this is like some power and clock management stuff that might end up in that GPU, but might not. But probably would, but might not.
It sounds like Raja and whatever team he has is probably just playing.
So yeah, there you go. This is yeah.
Like it says, test vehicle, not a future product. It sounds like they're just playing around.
So let's go through our notes. With all of that in mind, let's go through the notes that we had based on other tech press's reporting. The first 14 nanometer dedicated GPU prototype is a 2-chip solution. The first contains the GPU itself and the system agent. The second is an FPGA that interfaces with the system bus. It's 1.5 billion transistors. So NVIDIA's GP102 is built on 16 nanometer and has 12 billion.
But keep in mind, none of this really matters.
Yes, because that's not what it is at all.
Yeah.
And following media speculation about the slides, Intel has stated that they presented a research paper exploring new circuit techniques optimized for power management. And actually, you know what? Kudos to James. He had it right. He had all the clarifications in here. It is a test vehicle only, not a future product.
It does.
Much ado about nothing.
Bold.
In bold. Here, you guys can see James's notes. Credit to James. Good job, James.
Good job, James.
Good job, James. You'll whether you like it or not, you'll have to work here another day because you're not allowed to leave. Actually, wait, no, James. I have not added James to my soul collection yet. That's my internal joke. As soon as people buy a house and get a mortgage, then I kind of cackle and I go like, now I own you. See, Brandon's listening. Yeah, that's right, Brandon. You know what's up.
You guys know what I don't own yet? There's many reasons why, but yeah.
But
I would like to be clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Brandon. He says he hates me. I'm just in case the microphone didn't pick it up. We're just getting that out there.
I'd give you my soul if I wasn't an American.
Have you been to Brandon's place yet?
Yes.
Super nice.
It is actually really.
Yeah.
Did you notice the amount of like random little storage cubby things.
I think
Have you-
it's probably less than it feels like. It probably feels like a lot to you because I know your place has like
None?
a closet.
Yeah.
Don't give me that none. It has a closet.
It has a closet.
It has a closet that also has the central vac and the boiler.
That doesn't count. You can't put anything in there. I'm talking about under the stairs.
Yeah, I'm talking about under the stairs. Isn't that where the central vac is?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but that doesn't really.
Oh,
take
no,
up
that
much
other
room.
one, that's
I thought
not
you
a
meant.
closet.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
that's
it's
not
not
a
fair.
closet. No,
yeah,
no.
there's technically closet doors.
Yeah,
but
yeah. So compared to Luke's place, yeah, but I think Brandon's gonna run out of storage. But what I like about it is that Brandon, how much can I talk about your place?
I don't care.
Okay, cool. So unlike other townhouses, what's really cool about it is it's a little bit wider, so it doesn't feel quite as much like living on a ship.
Or like in a sliver.
Yeah. Like it feels more like the rooms feel more square instead of like every room had to be kind of like put in front of the other room and like kind of made a row of them. And it even has side by side parking.
Yeah.
Which is sick for a townhouse.
It was weird when I went to go park there that if you want to park in the driveway, you don't fit.
Yeah.
But then there is also side-by-side parking and a really nice garage. And
he's right next to the visitor parking, which is super cool. It's literally right there.
Oh, that makes sense.
And there's more coming in. Apparently, there's like 6 more visitor spots coming in soon.
That's good. Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty nice. It's pretty dope. There's
I like it a lot.
There's at least 3 different places that you could put a barbecue, and you'd be out there barbecuing, and you'd feel pretty good about it. So, you know,
that's an important thing. Yeah.
That is an important metric, is it not?
Someone randomly posted in here, Linus fact of the day. Linus was born in Western Pennsylvania before moving to Canada at the age of 5.
Sure, let's go with that.
Yeah, nice.
So I don't remember where I was going with this, but Brandon's house is sweet, and I got to see it. And that was
how
cool.
did we get there?
I don't know. I mean, that's the beauty of this show / the bane of this show. What are we talking about?
Oh no, you were talking about James and capturing his soul.
Oh yeah, I haven't captured his soul yet.
Yeah.
But I have captured quite a few souls now. I'm feeling pretty good about it. It's like you guys can't leave me, because you think about it, like a mortgage it's like basically getting married. It's like
I think it's like potentially more hard.
Yeah, I think it's actually more difficult to
Yeah.
get out of than a marriage. Isn't that crazy? Now, if we think about sort of the traditional values of marriage.
Which
where it's
aren't even that applicable anymore.
No, I just mean, but no, like if we go back to the whole till death do us part, let's focus on that part. Like if we call that sort of the tradition of marriage, wow, it's really eroded a lot.
Oh
to
yeah.
the point where like
isn't it like 50% fail or something?
I don't know what it is, but like we take a mortgage. A car lease, like I think it's pretty hard to break a car lease, isn't it? Like you can't just be like, North Shore Auto Group and I have irreconcilable differences.
About 40 to 50% of married couples in the United States divorce.
Wow.
To be fair, what is also in that percentage is people that have been divorced more than once.
Right.
So it's not like. Yeah.
It's not
so
like
it could
out
be
of-
one person who's done it 4 times.
Right,
They
right.
all 4 of those goes in, but it is technically 4 different relationships.
Well, like, isn't
right?
that so? Like, I was looking at some gun ownership statistics in the United States. I think they have more than 1 gun per person, but I forget what they call the mega owners.
Yeah.
Super owners.
Yeah.
Where
Like
they have like
a
more than
collector.
100
Yeah,
each,
yeah.
and it's like some very small percentage or something like
And
that.
they
So,
count for
so like
it, yeah.
mega divorcers
Yeah.
might.
I don't
make
think
up,
they're going to have more than 100, but like
Yeah, more than 100 divorces would be an Guinness.
that would legitimately be difficult to pull off.
Could you do it? Could you do it with unwitting women without them knowing?
Oh my god.
Could you convince
The
more?
worst reality TV show. Like actually the worst one. That's such a plague on society. That would be really difficult to be able
There's
to
a
pull off.
competition. So if you and I
Yeah.
went, okay, we go into
So it's going to be near to 200.
we go to a new city every year,
Okay.
and the idea is to get married and divorced as many times as possible in that year. And
you're going to have to pull
But remember, So there's nothing would prevent you if you're a devious enough bastard. Nothing would prevent you from rolling multiple marriages at once.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you can legally be married to two people at the same time.
No. So you would
but
have
you'd have to like time gate them.
You would have to manage it
well.
really carefully.
Well, because you'd at a minimum have to do 2 a year.
Oh yeah.
Because the time span that you'd actually be effectively able to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At minimum.
Well, and like theoretically, you're gonna have to pull more than that.
Yeah.
I'd watch this show.
I'd
feel like a terrible person.
I wouldn't tell anybody I watched this show.
Exactly, yeah. See, I'm saying it now because it doesn't exist, but like...
Playboy Wars. That's a suggestion from AV Guy. Oh, man. Wow.
And you should have... Okay, you can have 2 different shows going on at the same time, because you should have the
Marriage
guys...
Wars.
You should have the guys trying to do it, and you should have the girls trying to do it.
Yeah.
And
like guys versus girls. You know what? We'd be at such a disadvantage.
I think so.
I have
But who knows? Like, maybe not. Because it might be harder to convince a guy to marry you.
Oh.
And then there's, like, the bisexual and gay aspect.
Right. Oh, man.
Where, like, you might be able to spin more because of how that community works and, like, whatever else.
Okay, so just to, like, not that it matters, but both Luke and I are straight.
Yeah.
Answer me this. If it meant the
in
difference
the spirit of winning the competition, you know, maybe. It's
how
a competitive
far would
aspect.
You go?
It depends on. See, if we could.
I know you'd do almost anything to win.
Yeah.
At almost anything.
Yeah. Especially if it's against you. If it's against almost like anyone else, no.
But if you knew that I was, if
I could see your numbers and you were like right beside me, if we're at like 90 and we're both at like 90, if I've gone this whole competition and it just needs that much more to win, like I'd consider it.
Oh man. All right. So anyway,
I'm already that much of a giant jerk. I'm trying to not swear, so the
yeah. Oh yeah.
Like you're a terrible person.
Yeah, you're
at
a terrible
that point.
person already.
Yeah. What's one more deed that is against your thing?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're already horrible.
Yeah.
So like, does it matter if you're destroying women or men at that point?
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And like, it's another lie.
So this is not a good show.
No.
You know, I don't know what the network is that does all the reality shows, but if there's any execs watching, please,
don't do it.
Please don't do this. You know, the crazy thing about it though, is it really any worse than something like The Bachelor or
having
The Bachelorette?
actors on it? Yeah.
Well, because, okay, if there has ever at any point been anyone who participated in that show that wasn't purely an actor, who actually, like, believed in it. Because you know when they're going to do the recruiting for this stuff.
Okay, so there was the one TV show in, I believe it was the UK, someone could correct me on this, where they had a talent search show that was fake. Have you heard about that?
No.
And they particularly picked people that were terrible and kept pushing them through. And then I don't think they televised any of it or something. And then the very last episode they televised and had a live studio audience. And they basically told them on stage, like, you're horrible. And it was super awkward. It's I don't remember the name of the show, but you can watch the last episode on YouTube. And it has a giant dislike bar because everyone's like, wow, this is rough. But like on stage in front of an entire, yeah, that was called American Superstar. Oh, okay, so it was an American show.
Oh, wow. That's
yeah,
awful.
it was rough in front of a whole audience, and they play like her singing. Like it comes down to between a guy and a girl, and the girl wins. And they play like a whole montage of her singing, and it's not good. And then they're like, yeah, so we picked you because you are the worst person in this category. And they're like, yeah, we're still gonna give you the studio deal, but like, come on. Also, we're gonna give you a bunch of money. It's really rough. And like even watching that was like kind of soul destroying. It's really rough.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Let's go ahead and maybe do some tech news because like I'm just feeling kind of dirty right now. Okay.
WB Superstar. Yeah, I think that's it.
What is it?
WB Superstar. Yes, this is it.
The WB's Superstar USA.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. No, I don't want to. I don't want.
40% of users liked this show. Like it's not. Ooh.
All right.
The winner revealed. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, the dislike is not as bad as I thought.
Oh, that's a shame. Okay,
Yeah.
so here we go. For some reason, I can't find which retailer it's listed on. The Tom's Hardware article doesn't say. But this was originally posted by TX_2_step on the forum, Texas 2-Step. Or Transmitter 2-Step? Could be that too.
All right.
The Coffee Lake platform is finally being expanded. Up until now, you've been limited to, what, the 8700K, the 8600K, and the 8400, all high-performance 6-core parts. Wait.
i5 8600K?
Oh, here we go. So there are 3 new parts that are coming. An i5 8600, like a non-K, and oh, is there an 8700 already? There might be. There's an i5 8500, so an even lower end. Is this going to be a 6-core part? And then an i3 8300. Apparently there's already an i3 8350K. You know what? I haven't actually paid that close attention to it. I haven't been able to think of a very compelling reason to buy Coffee Lake if you aren't going for an 8600K or at least an 8400 or up, because like I don't know if the 8350K already existed, because unless you were getting 6 cores on the mainstream platform, you might as well just go for KB Lake. Because the boards are cheaper. If you're not getting an unlocked chip, you do not need to get a Z370 board. What can I do for you? What was that
AJ just posted in the Floatplane work chat saying that's why I don't move. You won't get my soul. If you buy a house in Quebec, 1, I hate you a little bit. 2, that still means I own your soul.
Oh, lordy.
So get owned.
Okay, so these are meant to be paired with the upcoming budget-oriented H370 and B360 boards. ProVantage is apparently the retailer. Also lists downclocked T versions of all of these processors for bulk purchase. So neat. In other news, this was originally posted over on DigiTimes. AUO to begin shipping 8K TV panels in the first half of this year.
Do you care?
No.
I thought you don't. Yeah. You said it in such an excited, like, 8K TV panel. And I was like, I don't think you
Well,
cares.
I know, but it's like, 8K!
Yeah.
You know?
Bitcoin!
So here's why you might care about an 8K panel. And, okay.
You sit here.
Reason number 1. You sit very close. Reason number 2. You really like stereoscopic 3D. Shut up. And you want your stereoscopic 3D to be at 4K. Because every other line would be effectively, actually, it would be a little more, because it would be double the resolution of 4K. No, half the resolution
of
blah, blah, blah. It would be double the pixel count, half the resolution. Sorry. Okay. Reason number the 3rd.
That's a pretty creative number 2. I'm interested.
You really like high-performance display scaler technology, and you want high refresh rate 4K displays.
Okay.
So those scalers will have to be developed and built for these 8K TVs, and eventually they will trickle down. Reason number the 4th. I'm trying really hard here.
That was pretty right.
You want pixel densities to keep climbing for mobile displays. Actually, it's pretty different technology. Forget it. Okay, so that was all I had.
One thing I want to complain about while I have a moment here, and we're talking about panels, is I've been holding off. I don't know if you remember, like a year and a half ago, when I was trying to buy a Swift.
It's really great. Hold on. Yeah, hold that thought. People are talking about the Olympics, like in 8K. It's so funny because most of the feeds of the Olympics look like they're not even 720. Carry on.
Yeah. The CBC feeds are pretty good, but yeah, I think they're probably about 720. But they're pretty good. I wanted to buy a Swift like a year and a half ago-ish, the new monitor. My monitors right now will just black screen for 1 to 3 seconds at a time. Randomly. Okay. Because they're dying. Yeah. I've had them for quite a while. It's okay.
Yeah. You've had them since like the NCIX Tech Tips days.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you got your mileage out of them.
They're doing an okay. Yeah. It's a little early, I think, but like it's early in the they lasted a long time range. So it's fine. But yeah, I've needed a new monitor for a while because they're black screening on me like pretty. And the worst thing is like if I'm playing Counter-Strike and the screen goes black and then I get flashbang.
And you're dead.
Well, because so screen goes black and I'm like, crap, I need to like hide and wait for the 1 to 3 seconds that my screen is black. And then I come back in and someone's flashbanged me. So I'm like, first of all, pure black to extreme white. Now I'm just like, oh, goodness. Still can't see.
Here
for a
comes
while.
another 3 seconds.
Yeah, just need to wait. It's terrible. So anyways, I've been waiting for that Asus monitor that I saw at CES, not this year, but the year previously.
The 144 hertz 4K.
It has every buzzword you could ever want. It's still not out.
I would be shocked if it hasn't landed in the next couple months.
Ugh.
I'm not going to say what I know, but I'll say that I would be shocked.
Okay.
Reason number 5.
Okay.
Everyone is making me say it. Pornography. Actually, that would be horrible.
Don't do that.
You'd have literally like 3 pixels to the width of every pubic hair. Like, nobody is asking for this. Nobody.
At a certain
if
point,
you think you're asking for this, you're not asking for this.
At a certain point, it's better to leave it up to the imagination, to like just a little bit.
Okay. Okay, and speaking of imagination, I can imagine that it's going to be tough for Colton to sign up these sponsors ever again. Honey. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, no, we've worked with these guys before. So Honey is a free browser extension that automatically finds the best coupons on the web so that you always get the best prices on stuff you buy. So while you shop, Honey will instantly find every working coupon code that it can and automatically apply the best discount to your card at checkout. So it saves you time because they test coupon codes for you. They test over 1 million coupon codes a month. And they've partnered with lots of online retailers like eBay and Newegg to help you find the best deals. They don't sell your personal information. In some cases, when you use a coupon with Honey, they earn a small commission from the merchant, but they don't sell your data or give your information to third parties either. So basically, there's no reason not to add Honey to your browser if you shop online. It's free and takes just 2 clicks to install and saves you money. So go to joinhoney.com/Linus or click the link below, which you can't do because you're watching. Oh, click that link below. Well, you can't click it, but whatever, you get it. Joinhoney.com/Linus and try it out today. In other news, oh, this is great. I am so hungry right now. Savage Jerky. The box of jerky is so heavy I can't lift it.
I thought it just ripped.
Back again. I'm gonna have to pace myself on the maple buffalo bacon. I had an entire pack last week during the show and after the show.
Right, you were munching on it after the show.
Oh, I was munching the heck out of that after the show. What do you want this week?
I'm down. Just.
You want the traditional?
Sure.
I'm gonna do the cracked pepper and sea salt.
That actually sounds pretty good, but I'll go something else.
Okay.
Traditional sounds good.
Just don't touch my maple buffalo bacon and we're good.
No, that's fine.
Oh, you know what? I don't think we have any traditional. Oh, there we go.
Oh, in the new package.
Ooh, new package traditional.
Perfect.
So Savage Jerky. Ooh. Their goal was to create a snack made with the best ingredients without nitrates or preservatives that wasn't bad for you, but that was full of flavor and spice. I'm like drooling right now. Like actually really excited. Not drooling, salivating. But it hasn't come out of my mouth, so it's not drool yet, I guess. They've got 13 different flavors of jerky. Some of our personal favorites are the maple buffalo bacon, the mojo, I like the cracked pepper and sea salt. I don't think you're as big a fan of this one. But Luke loves the traditional. I'm not as into the traditional. What else is really good?
I think it depends kind of like what mode I'm in.
And then if you have a fire hall that lives like in your mouth, then and you're into the like really spicy stuff, they've got all kinds of flavors for you. Everything from Carolina Reapers to ghost peppers to like truly spicy friggin' jerky. And they don't just have jerky, they do a spice rub. They've got barbecue sauce, hot sauce. I haven't tried their hot sauce. I should actually try it. I love hot sauce.
They've never sent us the hot sauce, yeah.
Yeah.
They should give us that hookup.
Their Carolina Reaper hot sauce uses one of the hottest peppers in the world. So go check it out at genie.us or apparently savagejerky.com. Yeah, just go to savagejerky.com and use offer code LTT.
There we go. Easy.
All right. So what else do we want to talk about today? Oh yeah, this is kind of interesting.
Floatplane?
Can we do this one first?
No,
this is pretty funny.
Yeah, I just don't want to forget.
This was originally posted by MonkeyBiz 0985 on the forum. The original article here is from BBC.com.
Are we going to ignore the...
No, let's just use the name, because,
okay.
I mean, it's right here.
Yeah.
Kylie Jenner is apparently so over Snapchat, and their shares tumble. Single-handedly, with evidently a single tweet.
Okay.
Well, $1.3 billion was wiped off of Snap's stock market value after she tweeted that she is no longer using the app. So there's a couple problems here.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You go first.
I'm going to add a couple. One, it jumps right before the fall.
I'll pull that up. Here you go.
And it also looks like a somewhat natural pattern fall. And there's bigger dips here. Mm-hmm, that's not even the main one.
But what's interesting about it is just that it happens instantly.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Also, there's been a lot of doubt sown around Snapchat for a while now, and you can see they're trending down. Mm-hmm. They're super trending down.
Like, to be clear, guys, this is only the last 5 days.
And, like, all of this concatenated into one day. Like, that's almost a straight line, too.
Yeah.
And, like, Marquez recently had, I think he released a whole video.
Did he?
About, like, leaving Snapchat or not liking Snapchat or something. Yeah, let's see here.
Can I talk about problem number 2? Actually, okay, so problem number 2 is, like, why do people care that much what this... okay, you know what? No, I get it. Okay.
I cared about Marquez's opinion.
Prominent influencer isn't using a social platform.
Dear Snapchat, 1.7 million views.
That's from 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Okay.
No, I know, but I'm saying there's been a lot of doubt sown for a little while.
Okay, so fine. So whatever you might think or not think about keeping up with the Kardashians or whatever, you can't argue that they've been successful at exploiting social media. So if they are like if so over Snapchat, then that does actually seem relevant from a shareholder perspective. Problem number the last for me is, why did anyone ever give a crap about Snapchat? I don't get it. I've
disliked it the entire time.
This is now 2 platforms that I have just not really gotten, and I've had a lot of people putting pressure on me because I'm supposed to be in the social media space. These are 2 platforms now, Vine and Snapchat, that I've just like not really gotten, that have ultimately ended up disappearing, and I haven't had to participate in them.
Yeah.
I bought into Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Not like I don't own shares. I mean, like, I was like, YouTube, obviously, as well. But, like, those are the ones that I kind of went, yeah, okay, I'll invest the time to bother to develop these things and, like, learn how they work and stuff.
Yeah.
Those 2 didn't get it. As far as I could tell, Snapchat's entire value was trendiness. Which means that as soon as you're not trendy, where's your value?
Yeah. And someone in the Twitch chat said nudes, and like even then that doesn't really make any sense.
Why don't you just send nudes by email? Like I don't understand. What's the special value?
Well, yeah. Well, part of the idea was that it would disappear, but since forever everyone's known that you can just screenshot or record.
Of course.
Did
anyone ever not realize that?
Yeah.
Really?
I think people didn't. But then that's volatile. And now if you screenshot or record, it tells the person. So now it like sends them a message saying that you screenshot it. So now it's just like kind of awkward, I think. I don't know. You're preaching to the choir a little bit. I've never liked Snapchat to any degree. The only reason why I have it right now is my brother sends me random things every once in a while because he prefers Snapchat.
Okay.
And that's about it.
Huh. How else am I going to send my nudes, says Elusive Soul.
Any other, you can literally even send them through Instagram direct messages.
Okay, we've got a perfect segue into your Floatplane stuff. Citizen IEM something. Does Floatplane work in the UK?
Yes.
Remember that thing you told me today?
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, I'm going to pull up what's on there, and you go ahead and talk about that, because that's pretty cool.
We have a viewer from, I didn't even know you read that message. I thought you did. We have a viewer from Antarctica, and it works. Wow. He had a payment problem, which is unsurprising, but it works, which is great. Payment problem has been solved. Yeah.
So we can see a map of where everyone.
Oh no, he just told me, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we can see that too, and it's really cool because the audience is shockingly global.
It's very distributed. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's have
Which
a
is
look.
cool and scary because we have to manage all of that.
What do we got here? Oh, there's some good stuff in here. Who needs more CPU cores? This is finally going up? Wow. So this is kind of an explainer of Core i7 versus Core i9. As you can tell, it is sponsored. Liquid metal in a phone.
Is this the first?
I believe the laptop is the first one.
Okay, yeah.
So the follow-up to liquid metal in a laptop, it's actually shocking.
I was going to say, this might even be more interesting for a lot of people.
Yep. The one-year airflow experiment, the stunning conclusion is apparently missing a proper thumbnail, so I'll go hit someone after the show. But that's up. It's done. It's ready. Wow, that's a lot of views.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a lot of discussion too, but yeah.
Buying, selling, and safely storing Bitcoin. Mining Adventure Part 4 is up, so we go through some of the wallet options, some of the exchange options, just kind of helping
The
people
whole
understand
Twitch
it a little
chat
bit
is
better.
flipping out that we finally are releasing the airflow video.
Finally happening. It's on Floatplane now.
Yep, you can go watch it right now.
CompuLab isn't a brand that most people will probably have heard of, but this product is very cool. It is a passively cooled, small form factor gaming machine with a GTX 1060 or 70. I think it's a 1060. Maybe a 1070? I don't remember. It's really good though. Oh no, that went up on YouTube. That went up on YouTube.
I think we're probably YouTube range now.
I think we're probably yep. There might be
Cool.
something left. No, I think that's most. Oh, I don't know if Handy Tech under 100 mostly gaming went up on YouTube. Maybe it did. Anyway, oh yeah, 120 hertz PC gaming on a TV still hasn't hit YouTube. So, the reason for that is that when we're scheduling, it's a lot easier to push something by a week than it is to push something by a day.
And
So if for whatever reason we have a simultaneous release that we have to do on a day when something's scheduled, it usually gets bumped to like the same day the following week, and I think it's happened to that one twice. It'll come.
yeah.
It'll come. All right, what else we got today? Wow. Apparently Snap CEO was paid $637 million last year. Thought to be the third highest annual package ever received by a company's CEO. So this is in spite of them being under pressure for Instagram, like taking all their key features and users complaining about the redesign. Brilliant.
The
All right, what
company's
else we got
dying.
here?
Pull out as much as we can as fast as possible.
I know, right? Personally. Pull it all out personally.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Samsung?
speaking of which, the NCIX
okay.
auction was a lot of fun.
Yeah, do you want to talk about that at all, or are we going to leave it in the video?
So there's actually going to be two videos.
Oh, well, okay, I don't know if people even knew that it was happening. Maybe
Yeah.
we should...
So NCIX had their bankruptcy auction
Yeah.
on Wednesday and Thursday of this week. So I had gone in intending to make one video, but honestly, it would be like, it would be too long.
Yeah, okay, or that.
We
yeah.
would have to cut too much, or it would be too long.
And it's 2 different days even.
And it is.
So it makes sense.
It is across 2 days. I had also intended for it to be like really structured. Here's some stuff we found. Here's some stuff we bought. Here's how much we paid. See ya. And what it really turned into was more like me and Ed digging around the warehouse and like finding relics. Like I found a computer that I built
That's what, yeah.
in the warehouse.
Yeah.
Do you remember the one with the flames airbrushed
Yes.
on it?
Yeah.
That still has the original build that I did in it like 8 years ago. And it was just like sitting in a pile in the warehouse.
I really wanted to go just for that kind of reason. Like I wanted to go back to the original filming room and stuff. But like I didn't have the time.
It was pretty fun. It was sentimental.
Yeah.
You know, there was some funny stuff.
I'll get my sentimentality out of the video. I'll watch the video.
There was some kind of sad stuff. Like I come across like the box of sort of her stuff to work with every day, like her gloves and like you know, personal effects, not personal effects, company effects, but that like her box of like stuff that she needed by her scanning station for like someone who was really nice and that worked there a long time and worked hard and was, as far as I could tell, a very nice, good person and just doesn't have a job anymore because of mismanagement.
Yeah.
So there was like some sad stuff. There's some random stuff. At one point, Ed and I leave the auction and we go play squash.
Did you guys film that?
Yeah. I've never tried squash before, which of course is a perfectly legitimate reason to be playing squash.
Definitely.
When you're supposed to be at work making a video.
Totally.
So
no one at Floatplane is allowed to absorb that mentality. Hooray. All right,
Yeah.
continue moving forward.
So anyway, it ends up being 2 vlogs. A vlog for day 1 of like digging through everything, because that was when they had the viewing time, when you were allowed to go in and like pick through all the different auction lots.
Yeah.
And then part 2, where we attend the actual auction. I tried, you know what, no, I'm not going to talk about it. Oh yeah, we should probably talk about LTX. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, LTX is happening, right? Yeah, so where we actually go to the auction, we you know, do auction things. We leave the auction. We run into Julia what's that cafe called? It starts with a Z, I think. Zia's.
Yeah.
We run into Julia at Zia's. We talk about like the stuff that people are buying, probably being broken.
Do you know what she's doing now?
Yeah, she's at Mike's Computer Shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like back on YouTube. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
So she was very, she wasn't tacky about it. Well, sometimes people will go on camera and they'll be like, hi, yeah, you guys might remember me from NCIX Tech Tips. I'm with Mike's Computer Shop now. Go see Mike's Computer Shop. No, she was very good about it. So that's why Julia gets the shout out for being at Mike's Computer Shop on the WAN show right now.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Good form. Good form, you know? What did you want to talk about? Oh, right, LTX. So, yes, we know LTX Expo is redundant.
Yeah.
But, like, you guys go find a 7-character.com domain. I challenge you. That's right. That's what I thought.
There's going to be a lot of responses. Because
Yeah.
people will just find, like, blitwit.com.
They'll be pretty dumb.
Yeah.
So we got a bunch of information here. I don't know if we have any partners yet, so that's probably empty. Yep. Lol. Hey, Corsair's in. Cool. Also, oh, this is last year. All our partners from
I told
last
me he
year.
really needs to put that on another page, but
Yeah, that's really terrible.
or just
actually.
not anywhere.
Yeah, it just probably shouldn't be there. Or like
Yeah.
it should be smaller or something.
Yeah. It's freaking huge.
Yeah, so that probably doesn't make a ton of sense. But yeah, we got partners. We got a map. Map and schedules. Oh, that's coming soon too.
This is a really helpful website.
So it's good that it's subject to change, because if it wasn't going to change and it was just coming soon forever, then that would be bad.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. So here's an event map coming soon, but you can download it? Nope, that just takes you back to this page. So it was built on Squarespace, but it was built by monkeys. So it goes to show you, Squarespace, beautiful website, but you actually still do have to like...
It still looks good.
Yeah, it looks good, and it's fast. Gallery. Oh, so here's a gallery. So a lot of people thought that LTX was just like small or lame or whatever. And, you know, it was a little small, it was a little lame, but it was actually a lot of fun.
Uh-huh.
We had an absolute blast last year, so here's a bunch of the stuff from last year. A bunch of the stuff that people could do. This year...
Not shilling, legitimately one of my favorite conventions in years.
This one is going to be a lot more emphasis on... The one piece of feedback we got from people was that they could come in for 2 hours and they could kind of do everything. So the idea this year is it's a one-day event, and we want to make it so that it's basically impossible to do everything.
Cool.
So every booth needs to have enough to see or do that you can't do everything. And one of the other things that, this wasn't external feedback, but one of the other things that we thought that we needed to improve was there was a lot of stuff to do at LTX, to the point where it would actually take you all day if you were to try every carnival game and participate in everything. But there wasn't much of an incentive, so I think a lot of people ended up kind of like crowding into a corner and like chatting with each other or whatever else. Sorry? Oh yeah, we could figure that out. Anyway, so a lot of people ended up kind of not doing everything. And then we ended up giving away a ton of like prizes randomly at the end in a raffle. So this time,
Cool.
there's going to be like Mondo prizes for like going on the bungee run, or for throwing cases as far as you can, or whatever else the case may be. And I think
Are you going to do like the Explorer's Pass?
this is
And you hand in the Explorer's Pass for a ticket for the raffle? And the Explorer's Pass has to get stamped at all the different booths once you complete the activity?
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's a good idea too.
I've been to a lot of conventions.
I was actually about to say one of the things that we should probably do is also enter people just for participating in lots of stuff. So yeah, that would be great. That would be a lot of fun.
I like the combination of like, if you get past a certain threshold, like if you beat like 90% of people at this thing or whatever, and at the beginning of the day maybe it's easier.
Yeah,
but, like,
Colton's nodding. Colton's into it.
cool.
Yeah. So it's good. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun. So go to ltxexpo.com to get very few details, but some details.
You can get tickets though, can't you?
I think
I
so.
think you can get tickets right now because I heard the like big tickets already sold out.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, wow.
Someone tweeted me saying that they're like, they wanted it and now they're sad or something. I don't know because it's sold out.
Dang. Okay. So in a nutshell, we can't really tell you much about it, but unlike last year where we were pretty tepid on the WAN show about sort of how much fun it would be.
It's gonna be fun.
This
It's
year,
gonna be really fun.
this is the tagline, okay? We can't tell you much about it, but it'll be fun. Trust us.
Yeah.
You've got a much bigger venue this time. We're going to be
So-
at the Richmond Oval.
As someone who's gone to, at a minimum, one tech/gaming convention every single year for like 14 years
Ever?
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It feels a little bit more like some of the older ones did, where there was more stuff to do. If you go to PAX these days, they're still really cool, but they're mostly like a spectator sport kind of situation, where you're mostly just like looking at things. There isn't a lot of activity.
There's a lot to look
It
at.
takes like 2 hours to wait through a line to play a game, that kind of stuff. What I really liked about the last LTX, and seems like is going to be a thing at this one, and you even mentioned like there has to be enough stuff for people to do. You didn't say see, you said do. It's fun because there's so many activities. Like I don't know if we're bringing it back, but last year there was like hardline water tube bending and like all this
So,
really cool
I
stuff.
think we're going to have a delid your CPU station.
See, like that's friggin' cool.
So we're hoping to partner with a local retailer. So the idea is that you could bring your CPU and we'd have the tools on hand and someone to help you. Or if you don't have one, then we'll have a board and a test bench handy so you can like buy a new one, and we'll have hopefully a retail partner. So you can just buy it on the spot, test it, make sure it works, because you'll void your warranty instantly.
Yeah.
And then you could delid it and take it home and use it.
That's pretty sick, actually.
Yeah, so like we've got ideas.
Damn, that's pretty cool.
There's some pretty good ideas.
We could. This might get expensive.
Oh lordy.
But we could have some, and people could buy it to use. But we could have like free geek CPUs for people just to like do it with.
Probably.
You know what I mean?
We've got some really good ideas with Free Geek. So you've seen the like boxes and boxes, like the pallets of stripped motherboard PCBs, right?
Yeah.
Do you know about this?
No.
Okay. So one of the ideas that we pitched to, or at least are going to pitch to Free Geek at some point, is motherboard House of Cards. And then over the course of the day, whoever builds the tallest card house out of stripped motherboard PCBs wins a motherboard. I don't know. Like we'll figure something out.
Cool.
But yeah, just like
Cool.
So it would be kind of like, you know, at like Science World when there's just like
Stuff
the
to
booth
do.
that's just like a bunch of blocks to put together or whatever.
Oh,
Like,
so
I would
you
want-
just kind of walk up, there's a little sign explaining what to do, and you just go for it.
and there's just boxes of motherboard PCBs, and you build a
And then
house,
you just call a free geek person over and go like, look how tall it is, and then they write it down.
and they measure it, and
Cool.
dope, right?
Yeah, that's cool. I like it.
Yeah, so that's the kind of stuff that we want to do at it.
Cool.
What else do we have for topics today?
What I really liked last year, too, was with a lot of those kind of things, you'd run into random attendees that would become like temporary single-serving friends for the show because they met doing whatever activity.
Yep.
Because they ended up being paired up for whatever reason, or they ended up just being next to each other and talking and whatever. I thought that was really cool.
That's
too.
a good idea. Colton.
Yeah, what's up?
We should have some activities where people are forced to participate, like as a team with other people there, so that we like make people mingle.
That's a good idea. I like it.
Because that's what you need at tech events. You have to force people to talk to each other and get
It
to know
helps.
each other.
It helps. Oh, jeez. Okay. More topics?
Yeah, I don't know. This is all kind of boring.
Yeah.
Apparently, Apple is going to refresh the AirPods.
Hooray! We need that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a Google Home Mini, and my idea was a lot of times when I'm working, I'll like think of something that I need to remember later, and it's actually like kind of annoying to do the couple steps to get into my phone or whatever, and my phone isn't very great at responding to OK Google. Yeah, it didn't, even though it's on. It's just not. I don't know why. So I got a Google Home Mini, and now when I talk to the Google Home Mini, 50% of the time, my phone does it too.
So this is like the issue that I have with them. So there's a few things that are just kind of broken on Android and just sort of in general, I guess. Here's one that really bugs me. When I swipe away a notification, when I clear all on my phone, do you ever have it happen where your phone will just be like buzzing for the next 10 seconds?
Yeah.
Because it'll like
re-notify all those things.
So if I had like 10 email notifications, it'll be like bzz, 9, bzz, 8, bzz, 7 as it goes through them. And it's just
mine will also re-find them. So once you're fully cleared out, it'll be like, oh, you have a few.
Throw a watch into the mix. Gets really annoying.
That's not great.
There was another really stupid, like just dumb stuff. Why is it that Google, in their infinite wisdom, added mark as read to their SMS app, which is super friggin' handy, by the way. Like when you drag it, when you just pull down the notification, you can reply or mark as read. Why isn't that not in Gmail? Why is that not in Hangouts? Why is that not in literally anything else?
Yeah.
Because, and this is really frustrating on iOS. On iOS, there's no way to mark a text message as unread. So if you're like me and you use read and unread as a way to track what you have and haven't dealt with yet, it's just, why is this so hard? I don't get it.
Another thing with the Google Home Mini is I made it play a song just because I wanted to see how the speakers were. And then I was like, it's really loud by default. And like the speaker isn't very great. So I was like, I kept on telling it like, I'm going to stop doing proper commands, but essentially turn the volume down.
Yeah.
It inaudibly went down. Okay, turn the volume down. Okay, turn the volume down. Okay, turn the volume down. I just kept doing it. It was like not noticeably going down. So then I was like, turn the volume down a lot. And then it went to a completely inaudible level of volume. And there's no volume physical slider or anything, so I can't, it's just voice commands. I can't do it through my phone. It's just, so I'm just like, so it's blaringly ridiculously loud or off is like my two, but not off, because it took me about 15 minutes to recognize like this weird buzzing sound that I could barely hear was technically music coming from the little box.
Right. Maybe you just need better music, loser. Maybe if your music wasn't so crappy, you wouldn't mind if it was loud.
I didn't even know what it was playing at that point.
You heard me.
Because it just randomed through Google Play Music and was on some random song. I had no idea what it was.
People say do it by percentage.
Set the volume to whatever. Okay.
Yeah, 25%.
All right. But then that even takes trial and error because I don't know what percentage it's at.
They're helping us. They're helping us, okay?
That's decent, though. That's not bad.
Yeah.
It should go down a reasonable amount if you tell it to turn the volume down.
I think Tiz Jester nailed it here. Or Luke could just not be an idiot.
Nice.
Thank you, Tiz Jester.
No, that's solid.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Luke was wrong. Luke was wrong. 2018.
Oh, don't bring that website back. The statement is cool. The website is not cool.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess that's pretty much it. Yeah, everything else here is kind of boring.
Yeah.
So
Pirates did pirate stuff.
Yep, with Microsoft's UWP protection.
Yep.
Samsung unveiled a big SSD, but that is physically small. There's just lots of capacity.
Hooray.
uTorrent, there's a vulnerability that's bad.
That's surprising.
Lordy, there's more augmented reality stuff out of Google, so call me in 2 years.
Yep.
Tesla is doing a wall charger, but now for your office, which is like...
Okay.
Okay. Apparently it'll be free, but you still have to pay for electricity.
What?
Okay. Also, Asus is launching premium GTX 1050 and 1050 Ti graphics cards with 144-hour burn-in quality control and longer warranties aimed at LAN cafes.
Okay.
From my experience, when it comes to like cheap products, it usually makes far more sense to just like buy a new one when it bricks, because by then the new one will probably be better than the old one. But whatever. So we'll see you again next week. Same bad time, same bad channel.
Bye. LAN cafe is still a thing in some places, very much so. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely still a thing, but like I don't see why they would buy a more expensive card for it.
New website, lukewasanIdiot.com. Let's do it. Did someone already take it? I don't know. I'm gonna check. You're already there.
Did I spell it right? Wouldn't that be terrible? Misspelling Luke was an idiot.
Oh, it's available.
It's available. LukeWasAnIdiot.com. Fantastic.
Luke will be wrong 2019.com.
And we're done here.